Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Mr. T-Man for any of you first-time viewers, and today we are starting year 4 of our simulation in this franchise mode series. Last video we ended off with offering a contract to Valtteri Filppula, but we never saw whether or not if he. What am I trying to say? We never saw if he accepted the offer, but I simmed a couple days. I also signed a depth defenseman for us, so we'll quickly go to view contracts and then figure out the lines once again, and then start simulating. So I brought up, I brought up Filppula, so he's going to be playing on our third line, I believe, because McInnes is listed as a fourth line forward. Lindbergh is listed as a depth forward, so we're going to keep him scratched for most of the season. Defenseman. So these are our top 6, and in the system we got, we got this Jacobs guy. He is listed as a depth defenseman, 77 overall, 24 years old. Still has room to grow, but if he doesn't grow past this, I wouldn't be too worried. He has pretty good discipline, so he shouldn't be a liability. His defensive awareness could definitely use some work, but I've seen worse depth defensemen. So we have, like, how much space do we have? We have basically 500 grand in cap space, so we will not be making any more moves, I don't think. Let's see. I sort of started simulating the preseason because I wanted to make sure I had everyone signed. Is there anything I want to do? Let's view draft class first, because I have this new method of scouting. It's basically you go to the view draft class at the beginning of the year, and then you go, so this is all leagues right now. So what I want to do is go to the SHL. They have mainly second and third round picks. The Liga has later round draft picks as well. Dell has later round draft picks, so we're going to keep going until we see a bunch of first rounders. So what is this? The OHL, they've got quite a few first/second rounders, but let's see. The QMJHL has a couple first/second rounders. The WHL has apparently all the top 5s and all the top 10s, so we're going to scout there first, I guess. And it looks like it's mainly forward, so looks like it's a forward heavy draft, and they have a lot of first round draft picks that are projected first round draft picks. The United States have a lot of second and thirds. Russia, rest of the world, there isn't anybody there. And hold on, all leagues, goalies. Are there any good goalies? This Emmerich guy, who I believe is in the States. Yeah, he is. Okay. Alright, so we'll scout the. Wait, hold on a second. View draft class. What was that elite player I saw at the corner of my eye? Goalies, this Nightingale. Already exact elite. Damn. He's in the WHL, so we'll scout there, see if that improves, and if he's in the 4th round, we'll definitely try and pick him up, because that looks like a steal to me. Sorry, I think I have some sort of acid reflux thing going on, so sorry if I take these weird pauses. Okay, so view contracts, one last thing before we start the simulation of the regular season. Colin White is a RFA at the end of the year. Wait, is there any other big contracts we need to sign? So this is this year. We got Filppula, who might retire, and these guys are basically depth players. McInnes is another RFA. How much does he want? He doesn't want too much. We could sign him for like an 8-year deal and lock down our 4th line center position. We got Colin White. How much does he want? He wants 4.625, and we have 6.720. This is our main roster too. Do we have any goalies? I think we have Malcolm Subban, but we're probably gonna have to let him go, and we can't re-sign him now. If we could, I would sign him to like a 1 or 2 year deal or whatever deal would be to make his contract or his cap hit as low as possible and then trade him at the draft. But I mean, you can't always do that. So centers, we got Colin White. He wants a contract. We'll try to sign him so that we get him to a lower cap hit before he starts growing even more. So 4 years, he wants 5.575. The max was 6.720, 8.25. So we're not going to give him 7 years, I guess. Let's give him 5. He only wants 6 mil then, and we could probably bring it down to like 5. Let's try 5.25. If that doesn't work, we'll try again. And McInnes. I don't want to restrict myself too much, so I'm gonna give him a 5-year deal also. 5-year deal, and let's see if we could bring this down to 1.5. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Okay, and then I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier in a previous video, but Matheson I think is making like $4.9 million a year for this year and next year. We only signed him to a 2-year deal so that we could use him this year and then probably trade him at the draft at the end of the year. So let's start simulating, boys. So JT already has 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points in 4 preseason games. I forgot. Hold on. I forgot to scout the WHL scouting. Edit scout assignment. Let's go to the WHL for. I mean, most of the good prospects are there. So let's go forwards for a month, and now we start simulating. All right, so it's been, wow, has it already been like 7 minutes? Damn. I guess I am slow at this. So here we go. Simulation time. I might just, like, I don't know, skip this part or fast track it. So we are 4-2-0. Okay, so Colin White offer accepted, and McInnes accepted our offer. So great, we locked down 2 good centers for us. We are salary cap compliant, I believe. So our waivers are on. Draft class is going to be good, so that's good. We're playing against the Habs in the first game of the season, and we win 3-2 in OT. And Timothy Liljegren is injured with mild concussion. So, he's out until October 17th. Let's edit lines manually. Alright, defenseman. So we're going to bring Stone up, and we're going to put in, oh, hold on. Alright, so I figured out the roster moves. Basically, I put Jacobs in, and he's on the third pair with, who was on the third pair again? Stone. Okay, so Timothy Liljegren's back, so we will edit lines manually. This will be quick, I promise. So we got Matheson, put him back on the third pair. Liljegren, you're back in. There we go. So we are 3-1 to start the season. Let's see how well we do in our first month. We've only lost 1 game so far, and just as I said that, we lose to Arizona. Our AHL squad is doing pretty well as well. I just said well quite a few times there. That took quite a bit of time. You know what? I'll just quickly edit to the end of the month. Alright, so after a great start, we had a loss against Arizona, who's actually doing pretty well themselves. We beat Anaheim, who's 9-0-2, so that's good. We beat the Oilers, and then we lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, then we lost to the Ducks, and then we lost to Washington. So I think it's still a little too early to see what's going on with the team, so I'll simulate another month and then decide where to go from there. But JT is leading our team in points, so that is typical JT, so good job, man. So I will quickly skip to the 1st of December, so see you in never mind. We got this incoming trade offer. To Toronto, a third, a fifth, and Magnus Pajärvi for a third, Quirk, a fourth, and a fifth. Edit trade. Let's see how good Pajärvi is, or Pajärvi, however you say his name. 76 overall, not worth it in my books. There we go. We already have a couple depth forwards, so I think we're good on that front. So anyways, I'm going to quickly simulate to the end of the month now. Alright folks, so it is December 1st after that bit of a rocky end to our start, if that makes any sense. If you don't know what I mean this 4-game losing streak. We came out of it, we won against the Jets, we lost against Dallas, and then we won 4 straight, got another point, and then won 2, and then lost to St. Louis, and then we won the next 3, so we're doing pretty well. We're 16-6-3, so I think now is an appropriate time to look at the stats, and damn, John Tavares, you have 28 points in 25 games. Alright, let's see how our lines are shaken out. Marner has 22 points in 25 games, OEL has 19 points, Nylander has 18 points, Riley has 18 points, 17 points for Matthews, Hainsey's doing well as a rookie, 15 points in 25 games, Colin White has 15 points in 25 games, Kadri is slacking a bit. I'm not sure if it's because we have too many shooters on one line, or maybe they just don't have the chemistry because I'm playing 3 centers on the same line, but I don't think that affects it. Kapanen has 10 points, Gardner has 9, Liljegren has 9, Lindbergh is playing for some reason. I don't think I changed lines, right? Jacobs only played a game, but he is staying up with our club. Yeah, everything looks good. I think I forgot to put what's his face, Valtteri Filppula in the lineup, so I'm not sure if we should though, because Lindbergh is doing pretty well himself. He has 4 goals, 4 assists, he's a +2. McInnes has 4 points himself, he is a 4th line center for us, but you know what, I will put Filppula in. Let's see how well we do with him in the lineup, and then we'll change it up from there if we have to. So Oscar Lindbergh is an 80 overall player. Let's put Filppula in. And Lazar, how well are you doing? 3 goals, 4 assists. Hainsey's doing well. 4 goals, 6 assists for Kasperi Kapanen. How much did Lindbergh? Whoops. Maybe Lindbergh's helping Hainsey. I'm not too sure. You know what? We'll keep Lindbergh in. I guess it's working. I don't know what I keep changing my mind, but that's my final decision. We did not check out our goalie, so we'll do that. We're first in our division. From the quick look ahead at the bottom of the screen. Goalies. Whoops. Nope. Goalies. How are we doing there? So Holtby is 14-5-3 with a .917 save percentage, 2.41 goals against average, so we could definitely be doing a lot better. Malcolm Subban has a .936 save percentage, 2.02 goals against average, and he is 2-2, and yeah, he's just 2-2 with 1 shutout, so he's doing well. If Malcolm ends up doing much better than Holtby, we might end up having to trade, or we might end up, yeah, we might have to trade Holtby at the end of the season. Who knows? Keep it up, Malcolm. So there we go. First quarter of the season is finished. We'll simulate to the trade deadline, and then I guess I'll end the video there, even though it's already been like over 15 minutes long, I think. So morale meetings, go to player morale. Let's check this out. Valtteri Filppula is disengaged. Everybody goes through rocky patches. There we go. Valtteri Filppula seems to respond to motivation. So I'm gonna quickly simulate or cut to the trade deadline, see if we can get any trade offers. Then I'll obviously cut to that. If we have any injuries, major injuries, I'll cut to that. But other than that, I'm simming straight to the trade deadline. So here we go. All right, folks. So we have our first major injury of the season. Oliver Ekman-Larsson has been injured with a lacerated arm. Ooh, that sounds nasty. His estimated return is February 23rd, 2021. The team's lines must be edited. So that is a big loss for us, but hopefully Liljegren and Matheson could help fill out until he comes back. Jacobs, you're going back in, and I guess we're going to start simulating again. It's only December 10th, so OEL is going to be out for an extended period of time. You know what? I'm going to actually change lines just a bit. It's probably going to be the same lineup, but I'm going to change the power play and penalty kill because I think I just pressed substitute in all lines for Jacobs, and that may have been a mistake. So I'm going to quickly do that on my own and start simulating again, and I guess I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, folks, so Oliver Ekman-Larsson is back to play. I think he is actually 2 weeks early, so that is great news for us. We're going to best lines that for now. He's supposed to come back on the 23rd. Came back on the 9th, so that's good news for us. And we're currently 31, 16, and 6, so we were all right without him, but not the greatest, obviously. We slowed down quite a bit since, I think, December or November or something like that. So I guess we're going to continue simulating until the trade deadline. But you know what? It's been simulating on Carolina for a bit now. And incoming trade offer, Tobias Enstrom and a 5th for Quirk, a 5th, and a 6th. Let's see this trade. So we would get Tobias Enstrom, a depth defenseman for us, 78 overall, left-handed shot, top 60 for only 1 year, and a 5th round pick for Quirk, who is a top 9 forward, 20 years old, low potential, low top 9 forward, and he's only 59 overall, so we're not giving much up in that in Quirk. A 5th for a 5th, basically, and then a 6th for Enstrom. 6th and Quirk for Enstrom, so you know what, I might take this trade, and I'm hoping our 5th round pick is, I mean, Minnesota's 5th round pick is much higher, I guess, or like, you know, higher in the 5th round than ours. So here we go, we're gonna take this trade, and that way we have another depth defenseman for us to have, because as you just saw, we had OEL out for a very long time, and we were brought down back to earth for a bit. So let's go to the QMJHL for a month, check out their forwards. And to Toronto, we got this Johns guy and a 5th for Telquist, 4th and 7th. You know what, we just acquired a defenseman. I think we're good for now. 32, 17, and 6. Alrighty. You know what? I'm not sure if I want to. What am I trying to say? If I want to quick cut to the next clip right now, or simulate while I'm talking over, because it's only 5 more games, 6 more games left. Okay. We're getting a lot of trade offers here. So Carl Soderberg, a 4th for Telquist, a 4th, and a 7th. Alright, let's check this trade out. Telquist is a low top 9 forward, 18 years old, also 59 overall, a 4th and a 7th for Soderberg, who is 77 overall. I think we already have our depth at center, so we're gonna decline that trade. And for whatever reason, it is taking quite a long time to simulate. I think it's because of all the trade offers incoming. So we got Benoit Pouliot and a 5th for Telquist and a 7th. Let's check this trade out. So basically, we'd be giving up a 7th and a 7th for a 5th, Telquist for Pouliot, That's how I want to look at it. And Pouliot is 76 overall, 4th line forward. We're probably not going to sign Telquist, and we're going to get a 5th round pick out of it and a year of Pouliot. So you know what? I'll take that. There we go. And did we beat Vancouver? No, we didn't. Okay, come on, boys. Rasmussen, Dennis Rasmussen, and a 6th for a 4th and 7th. I'm going to decline that trade. I really don't want to meet with the players right now. We lose to Chicago, so we're still struggling a bit. Like, we're going to lose one, we're going to win one, we're going to lose one. We're going about 500 right now. And Carolina, can we beat them? Is it going to take a long time to simulate? I honestly don't know. And there we go. Patrick Maroon for a 3rd and a 5th. Let's see how good Maroon is. Patrick Maroon. He's 80 overall. Left wing. 3rd line scoring forward. For a 3rd and a 4th. I don't mind giving up a 3rd. But I wouldn't mind giving up a one of our one of our players that are playing in the bottom 6. What am I trying to say? Kapanen, we're not going to trade. Tyler Ennis, 1 year left. Curtis Lazar, we have for another year. What about centers? Filppula is out with an injury. Lindbergh, we're keeping. McInnes, we're keeping. We signed him to an extension. We'll give up Ennis. Ennis and 4th for Maroon. Trade rejected. Okay. What about Ennis and a... Let's see. Probably not going to use this Cahill guy. Add him. Not going to use Morrison. Add him. Let's see if this trade goes through. Trade rejected. Who do they want? Skaters matching block. Obviously not going to give up these guys. Did Christie grow? He's 70 overall now. Goalies matching block. Ballard. And we got Pushkarev. Defenseman. Sadikov. I don't mind giving him up. It's a lot of value though. But I'm not going to sign Cahill or Morrison, so let's see if this goes through. Trade accepted. There we go. Alright, so... let's... I don't know what I should do first. What are we? We're 3rd in our division, 78 points, 2 points back of Ottawa. We're 2 games ahead of Tampa, who's also tied with, or who's in 2nd place and also has 78 points. Tavares has 37 goals already, so that first line is definitely clicking. Tavares, Marner, Riley has 54 points already. Nylander has 40 points. 40 points for Colin White, so he's picked it up. 11 goals, 29 assists. Matthews has 39 points. Kadri has 30 points, but he has 16 goals, so that's pretty good. I think he's going to hit 20. Liljegren has 30 points. OEL has 29 points, even though he's only played 39 games. Hainsey has 23 points, so he's definitely cooled off since that first... First quarter of the season where he was absolutely dominating. I think he had 15 points in like 25 games. Lindbergh, 18 points. Maroon has 18 points. Gardner, McInnes, Lazar, Kempe, Matheson, Filppula has 3 points in 9 games. Stone, Enstrom. Let's see. Stone and Enstrom. Let's see who's better defensively. 84, 85, 87, 83, 84, 85, 84. Enstrom is a little worse defensively, but he does have better discipline. And Stone is a -9. Jacobs is a -4, and he's played 24 games, so that's probably part of the reason why Stone's not being that great. Matheson is a +5. Goalies. Holtby has a .913 save percentage. He's 30, 18, and 6 with 4 shutouts, so he definitely could do a lot better. Alright, let's see what the computer thinks are the best lines. So we'll go to Edit Lines. And best lines. So, put Hainsey. Actually, Colin White was on the 3rd line. You know what? We'll put Colin White on the 2nd line. Put Kadri on the 3rd line. Should we put Hainsey there? Patrick Maroon there. And Lazar, McInnes, and Kempe. So we spread out the offense a bit. Special teams. Actually, hold on. Defense, Stone, Matheson are still together on the 3rd pair. Special teams, Matthews, Tavares, Marner, OEL, Riley, Kadri, White, Nylander. Alright. Actually, let's put Liljegren. I think we had him earlier on the power play. And Matheson hasn't gotten that many points. We'll put Liljegren on the power play. And I believe I had Nylander and Marner together. And we'll do that. Penalty kill, we got McInnes. He isn't great. White, who isn't... He's actually not bad. So we'll put White there. I think we had JT. Matthews. How good is Kadri again? Yeah, Matthews is better. Nylander. Marner. Hainsey, actually, we could put in. That way he gets more ice time. Lazar isn't too bad either. Left wing, Patrick Maroon. Yeah, we'll put Hainsey in. See how that works out. And 3-man penalty kill, we will put Tavares there. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here, folks. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be because there's going to be multiple cuts, but it's already taken me 45 minutes to make this video, so I think it's going to be a good point for me to end it. I'm not sure if it's good enough for you guys, but we ended up at the trade deadline, so hopefully that's good enough. We haven't made any major trades because we don't have the cap space to, so we've been accepting depth players from other teams, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.